Hey everyone, stop what you're doing for 10 seconds. Have you ever been mid-conversation in English and your brain just freezes because it's frantically translating every single word from your native language? You know, like your mind is playing bad Google Translate in real time?
Oh, Jake, you just described my life 2 years ago. I'd be talking to someone, and by the time I finished the sentence, the moment was gone. It felt so slow and unnatural.
Exactly. Today on Duo English Talk, we're fixing that forever. We're teaching you how to think in English instead of translating. It's like brain training for your English skills. Stick with us because this is going to be fun, practical, and it actually works. Let's go. Hi friends, welcome back to Duo English Talk. I'm Jake.
And I'm Emma, and we're your friendly English coaches who actually get how hard this can be. If you're a beginner who gets stuck on basic sentences, an intermediate learner who still translates in your head during chats, or even an advanced student who wants to sound more natural and fluent, this episode is made for you. Today, we're diving deep into how to think in English instead of translating.
You're going to learn exactly why your brain defaults to translation, the simple science behind switching to direct English thinking, 5 super practical daily habits, some fun brain training games and exercises, real-life role plays, and we'll do listen and repeat practice together.
We'll also cover the most common mistakes people make and how to fix them fast. Plus, extra tips from real students who made the switch, and even some bonus advanced strategies. By the end, you'll walk away with clear steps you can start using today. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's train that brain.
All right, section 1. Why do we even translate in the first place, and why is it secretly hurting our English? Emma, you've helped hundreds of students with this.
Totally. When you first learn English, your brain uses your native language as a safety net. It's like a crutch. Every time you hear or want to say something, your mind grabs the idea in your first language and tries to convert it word for word. The problem? English doesn't work like that. Word order, idioms, prepositions, and even the way we think about time or organize ideas are totally different. So you end up sounding robotic, pausing a lot, feeling exhausted after just a short chat, and sometimes even misunderstanding the real meaning.
Exactly. It creates extra cognitive load. That's a fancy way of saying your brain is doing double the work. Instead of just thinking the thought in English, you're doing translation math in the background. No wonder conversations feel hard, and you sometimes lose your train of thought or miss opportunities to connect with people.
Jake, remember when I told that story about my trip to New York last year? I was translating so hard, I said, I was very happy in the big fruit instead of big apple. The whole group just stared at me.
Classic. And that brings us to section 2, the science of thinking in English. It's not magic, it's brain training. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use the English-only pathway, the stronger it gets and the translation pathway gets weaker. Neuroscientists call this building new neural connections through repetition and massive input. Learning a second language actually increases gray matter density in areas related to language, memory, and cognitive control. It strengthens white matter connections too, which helps signals travel faster between different brain regions.
Yes, bilingual brains show better executive function. Things like focus, switching tasks, and even making more rational decisions. When you start thinking in English, your inner monologue, your dreams, even labeling things around you, you're literally rewiring your brain. After a few weeks, the translation step disappears, and words just come out naturally. It's the same way kids learn their first language. No dictionary in their heads, just direct connection between ideas and English words. Studies show this process improves overall memory, concentration, creativity, and even protects the brain from aging effects. Pretty cool bonus, right?
Section 3. 5 simple daily habits anyone can start today, no matter your level. Number 1. Label everything you see in English. Walk around your house and say out loud, "This is my blue coffee mug. It's warm. I'm holding it with my right hand. The handle feels smooth and the steam is rising slowly." Do it for 5 to 10 minutes every morning.
Number 2. Switch your phone, Netflix, social media, smartwatch, and even your apps to English. Force your brain to process English all day long. I changed mine last year, and within 2 weeks, I stopped translating menus, notifications, and captions automatically. It adds up to hours of passive input every single day.
Number 3, keep an English-only inner diary or mind journal. Instead of thinking, I need to buy milk today, in your language, force yourself to think the full sentence in English. I should pick up some milk on the way home because we're almost out and I don't want to run out tomorrow morning when I make my coffee. It feels weird at first, but it trains direct thinking.
Number 4, narrate your day in English, under your breath or in your head. While cooking, say, now I'm chopping onions. They make my eyes water a little. The pan is getting hot and the oil is starting to shimmer. I need to add the garlic soon or it will burn. Beginners can keep it super simple. Intermediate and advanced learners can add opinions, feelings, predictions, and even questions to themselves.
Number 5, this one is powerful. Use a monolingual English dictionary only. When you look up a new word, read the definition in English and connect it to pictures or other English words you already know, not your native language. It forces your brain to stay in English mode from the start and helps you understand concepts directly.
These habits add up fast. Even 10 to 20 minutes a day makes a huge difference. One student told me after 3 weeks, she caught herself dreaming in English. That's when you know the switch is happening.
Section 4, fun brain training games and exercises that actually feel like games, not homework. Game 1, the no translation zone. Set a timer for 10 minutes and describe whatever you're doing without allowing even one word from your native language in your head. If you slip, restart the timer. Emma and I do this every morning now.
It's brutal the first few days, but so rewarding. Game 2, English-only storytelling. Take any object, your water bottle, and tell a crazy story about it in English for 2 or 3 minutes straight. Once upon a time, there was a brave water bottle named Bob who traveled the world, survived being dropped in airports, and even helped a thirsty hiker on a mountain trail while the sun was shining brightly overhead. The sillier the better. It forces creativity in English and builds fluency.
Game 3, rapid-fire word association. I say a word, you immediately say the first English thing that pops into your head. No translating allowed. Ready? Coffee.
Morning energy, warm mug, fresh aroma, caffeine boost. See? That's direct thinking, and it gets faster with practice.
Game 4, the 60-second monologue challenge. Every day, pick a random topic and talk about it out loud in English for a full minute without stopping or translating. Topics like my perfect weekend, why I love rainy days, what I ate for breakfast and how it made me feel, or my favorite way to relax after work. Record yourself if you want. You'll hear yourself getting smoother and more fluent fast.
Game 5, visualization and description drills. Close your eyes and describe what you're wearing right now in English for 30 seconds. Then describe your current environment in detail. Colors, textures, sounds, smells. This builds the habit of connecting visuals directly to English words without any middle step.
Bonus game, the picture description challenge. Look at any photo on your phone or in a book and describe it in English for 1 minute straight. Start with simple words, then build into full sentences and feelings.
Section 5, handling the tough moments when your brain wants to go back to translation. Stressful situations, new vocabulary, talking to native speakers, phone calls, or even during exams. The trick? Have go-to filler phrases ready so you don't panic and fall back into translation. Things like, let me think about that for a second. How do I explain this in the best way? You know what I mean? Or, it's kind of like... Those buy you valuable time while your English brain catches up.
And when you don't know a word, describe it instead of translating or giving up. Don't say the word in your native language. Say, it's that thing you use to cut vegetables, with a sharp blade and a comfortable handle. Your brain learns to stay in English mode and actually expands your vocabulary naturally through circumlocution.
Another powerful technique is massive input combined with shadowing. Listen to podcasts, watch shows without subtitles at first, or read simple articles in English every single day. The more English your brain hears and sees, the less it needs to translate because it starts understanding concepts directly. Shadowing means listening to short audio clips and repeating immediately after the speaker. It trains your brain to mimic natural English thinking, rhythm, and pronunciation at the same time.
Yes, and try connecting words to images or real-life experiences instead of translations. For example, when you learn cozy, don't translate it. Picture yourself wrapped in a blanket on a rainy day with a hot drink. That direct link is gold.
Okay, time for the best part. Let's practice together right now. First, listen and repeat exercises to train your ear and tongue at the same time. I'll say each phrase slowly, then at normal speed. Listeners at home, pause the video and repeat out loud after me with confidence. Ready? Let's do 6 this time for extra practice.
Phrase 1. Simple daily thinking. Listen. I'm planning my day in English now, and it feels easier already. Normal speed. I'm planning my day in English now, and it feels easier already. Your turn. Repeat with energy.
Phrase 2. My brain is switching to English mode and leaving translation behind for good. Normal. My brain is switching to English mode and leaving translation behind for good. Say it again.
Phrase 3. A little harder. Instead of translating every word, I'm thinking the whole idea directly in English, and it's getting smoother. Normal speed. Repeat with me.
Phrase 4. I can describe anything around me without stopping to translate in my head. Normal speed? Great.
Phrase 5. Talking to myself in English is training my brain every single day and making me more confident. Normal speed. One more time.
Phrase 6. When I get stuck, I use filler phrases to keep the conversation flowing naturally. Normal speed? Awesome! You're already sounding more natural. Keep that energy going. Now, let's level it up with a short role play. Jake and I are going to act out ordering coffee at a cafe and chatting a bit more. Listeners, after we finish, pause and do the same scene out loud using your own words. No translating allowed. Make it at least 45 to 60 seconds long and add some personal details.
Hey Emma, what are you getting this morning? The line is moving fast today, and the smell of fresh coffee is amazing.
I'm thinking a latte with oat milk. It's creamy and not too sweet. Plus, it gives me that nice warm feeling inside on a cool day. What about you, Jake? Are you going for something strong?
I'll take an iced Americano with an extra shot. It keeps me focused all morning while I work on my laptop at the window seat. The barista is smiling. Must be a nice day outside, right? How's the weather treating you lately, and what are your plans for the weekend?
See how we just flowed naturally with descriptions, questions, and small talk? No long pauses for translation. Your turn now. Imagine you're at the same cafe and order something you love. Add details about why you like it, chat with the imaginary barista, and even talk about your day. Talk for 60 seconds straight. Go for it.
Next speaking prompt for all levels. Beginners. Describe your bedroom using only English in your head or out loud for 1 full minute. Focus on colors, objects, furniture, and how it feels when you wake up. Intermediate. Add how it makes you feel emotionally and why you arranged it that way. Advanced. Tell a short story about the last time you cleaned it or a funny memory that happened there involving a friend or family member. Do it right now. We'll wait.
How did that feel? If you caught yourself starting to translate, that's completely okay. Awareness is the first step. Do this prompt every single day this week, and you'll notice the switch happening faster than you expect. Celebrate those small improvements.
Here's another practice exercise, the description drill. Look around wherever you are right now. For 30 seconds, list as many English words as you can for what you see. No sentences needed at first, just words. Then turn those words into short sentences and even a little paragraph. For example, chair, wooden, comfortable, next to window, sunlight coming in, soft cushion. Then, the wooden chair looks comfortable next to the window where warm sunlight is coming in and making the room feel bright and inviting. Try it now.
One more fun one, word association chain. Start with any word like rain and keep adding connected English words or phrases for 1 full minute. Rain, wet streets, umbrella, splashing puddles, cozy inside with tea, feeling relaxed and peaceful, maybe reading a good book by the window. This builds quick thinking without any translation and improves your ability to connect ideas naturally.
All right, let's call out the common mistakes so you don't make them. And trust me, we've made most of these ourselves. Mistake number 1, strict word-for-word translation. People try to say, I have hunger, instead of the natural, I'm hungry. English loves these be plus adjective structures for feelings and states. Fix. Learn common collocations like I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm cold, I'm excited, I feel tired. Listen for them in native content and copy the patterns exactly.
Mistake 2. Translating idioms and expressions literally. It's raining cats and dogs does not become it's raining animals in your head. Just accept the English version as is and visualize what it really means. Heavy rain. The same goes for piece of cake, meaning something easy, or break a leg for good luck.
Mistake 3. Overthinking grammar while speaking. That pulls you right back into translation mode and slows everything down. Fix. Focus on the message first, grammar second. Native speakers care way more about connection and understanding than perfect sentences.
Mistake 4. The silent translation pause. You stop talking for 3 or 4 seconds while your brain works. It kills the flow of conversation. Fix. Use those filler phrases we gave you earlier. How should I put this? Or, let me see. Keeps the conversation going naturally while your English brain catches up.
Mistake 5. Relying too much on bilingual dictionaries or translating new words immediately. This keeps the old pathway strong. Fix. Use English-only definitions and examples. Connect the new word to pictures, synonyms in English, or real situations you already know.
Mistake 6. Ignoring articles like and the. Many learners say, I read book instead of I read a book, or mix them up with countries and places. Fix. Notice how natives use them in podcasts and copy the patterns.
And a bonus one we see a lot, mixing up prepositions or word order because of direct translation from your native language. Fix. Watch English shows and listen to podcasts to absorb not just words, but how ideas flow naturally, including the little connecting words.
We've both made every single one of these at some point, so no judgment at all. Just awareness and small fixes every day.
Let's quickly recap the best parts so they stick in your mind. 1. Translation is a helpful crutch at the beginning, but it slows you down and makes you sound less natural over time. 2. Thinking in English is a trainable skill. Your brain can rewire itself with consistent practice, massive English input, and it even brings cognitive benefits like better memory and decision-making. 3. Start with those 5 daily habits: labeling objects, English devices, inner diary, narrating your day, and monolingual dictionary. 4. Play the brain training games and exercises regularly. No translation zone, storytelling, word association, 60-second monologues, visualization drills, picture descriptions, and shadowing. 5. Use filler phrases, descriptions for unknown words. Focus on message over perfection, and connect words to images when you get stuck. The biggest takeaway? Consistency beats perfection every time. Do just 10 to 20 minutes a day of pure English thinking and input, and in 1 month you'll notice conversations feel lighter, faster, and way more enjoyable. Your confidence will grow, your memory will sharpen, and speaking English will start feeling like your natural way of thinking. You've got this, seriously. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every small win along the way.
If this helped you even a little bit today, Smash that like button, subscribe to Duo English Talk, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode full of practical tips like this.
Drop a comment right now. What's the first thing you're going to describe in English today without translating? Or tell us which habit or exercise you're going to try first this week. Which mistake do you catch yourself making the most? We read every single comment and sometimes even reply with a quick voice note or extra tip.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Go train that brain, be patient with yourself, and celebrate the small wins along the way. We'll see you in the next episode. Keep speaking, keep thinking, and keep shining in English.
Bye for now, friends. Take care and talk to you soon. Keep practicing and remember, every small step brings you closer to thinking freely in English.